What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany Lester. If you're new here, I do fitness, I'm a mom, lifestyle, kind of do everything around here, you know? But today's video, first of all, I wanted to thank you guys so much on all the congratulations on Instagram, especially, like so much support, so much love. And of course you guys on YouTube on our pregnancy announcement. I'm so excited to finally be able to talk about it. Last time when I was pregnant with Grayson, I spilled the beans around 8 weeks because I could not hold it in. This time I waited till a little bit over 11. Just because, I don't know, it's kind of nice to keep it to ourselves. There's something that did happen that was a little scary. And then also just fill you guys in on the past few months. But today is going to be basically a pregnancy Q&A. I asked you guys to leave me questions on Instagram and I got so many, like, this is the most questions I've probably gotten ever in a little question box thingy. So, and a lot of them are very similar. So I'm gonna try to do this as compact as possible. I don't know if I'll split it up into two. We'll see how long it is. But yeah, I'm excited to answer you guys' questions. I love watching these and I really want to basically document this pregnancy like I did the last pregnancy. I know I've been kind of sporadic on YouTube and not consistent. One hair on my business has been taking a lot of my time, and obviously being a mom, but I do want to be more consistent, as I say this literally every video. So you guys are probably like, I hate you and I'm gonna unfollow you. So that's okay. But I do want to document this pregnancy. So I'm really excited. I'm over the moon. I'm really over the moon. Matthew's so excited. Grayson's excited. Obviously both of our families are so excited. So yeah, let's just jump into the questions since I've already talked for 2 minutes. So, I'm going to try to go through this and yeah. Okay, let's just go through it. So, the biggest question is, did we plan it? The answer is yes. We have been talking about the right time for us. So, obviously you guys have seen everything that has happened in terms of, like, you've just seen everything. Like, you've seen me being pregnant the first time, Grayson being born, like everything, right? So we really wanted it to be the right time for us, and we finally felt like it was the right time, just because. And this was another question too, is like, how did you know it was the right time for you guys? So I'm gonna answer both these questions together. So we did plan it. We had been talking about it for, you know, months. Like, I had been dying for baby number 2, but I also knew that we weren't fully ready because we both wanted to, like, I still had EMDR that I needed to do based on like my childhood stuff, experiences, things like that. So we both wanted to heal. We wanted to focus on each other and our relationship. And we, like, I always feel like there's always something that can be like, oh, this isn't the right time, because we definitely need a house with a backyard. Currently we don't have really a backyard, and we have 2 dogs, and then we're gonna have 2 kids. We're also in a 3-bedroom house. We would prefer to have a 4-bedroom house so that each kid can have their own room. And then we also both work from home, so we both would prefer to have some sort of office space. So the rental market is really weird and insane right now in Northern California. So yeah, but we were just like, screw it. I was really worried about how long it would take us to conceive, just because I've heard so many mixed reviews. Like, you know, everyone's different. I know some people, their second baby, it took them a lot longer. And I was also on birth control, got off birth control. So there's just so many unknowns that's just like, you never know. So we could either get pregnant the first try, or it could take up to a year. Who knows, right? So we took that into consideration. I didn't want Grayson and the baby to be more than like 3.5 years apart. I just feel like that just was a huge gap. I always pictured them to be closer in age. But yeah, I'm kind of glad, like, Grayson's potty trained now. I think it'll be perfect. Like, I feel like everything worked out perfectly, even though, like, I was like, oh, I want them to be a year apart. But now I'm like, this is nice. Grayson's bigger. I feel like he's going to be the best big brother. He's potty trained, so we're not going to have 2 kids in diapers. It just worked out, you know? So anyway, we'd been talking about it, and pretty much around my birthday, I was like, let's just do it, dude. Let's just do it. Let's just go for it, please. And he was like, fuck it, let's do it. So I'm pretty sure we got pregnant right around my birthday, like right before we went to Tahoe. I found out right before we went to Tahoe that I was pregnant. So long story short, yes, it was planned. Like I said, we were finding the right time. We finally felt like our relationship was beautiful. We were both healed individually. Like, everything was just great. Everything was great. We were ready. We felt ready. So yeah, and then another huge question is, how long did it take? I always feel weird answering those questions because I want to be considerate of those of you that are trying to conceive and maybe it's taking a long time. Like, I know my mom, it took her like 5 years to conceive. Like I know, I understand, like I've never been through that, but you know, I have really close friends that's taken them a long time. So I hate to like answer this question. But it happened with like, it just happened really fast for us. So, yeah, like I said, I always feel weird answering that question. I don't really feel like it's helpful just because, everyone's different. Like, I thought it was going to take a long time. I just felt like that, but it happened the first try for us. So that's that. Yes, it was planned. Very, very planned. Another huge question is, are we finding out the gender? Absolutely. So we actually did the genetic testing. We weren't able to do that for Grayson. For some reason, like at first they were like, oh, only if you're over 35, blah, blah, blah. But this time, I think because of COVID, they were just like, everyone can do it. So I was like, let's do it. We're finding it out. I did the blood work. I got so much blood drawn. We should find out within 2 weeks. And I got that like a couple days ago. So they said it could take up to 7 days, up to 14 days max. So we'll see. I think Matt and I are going to find out first by ourselves. Then we'll probably tell our family, just them, and then we'll probably like announce to social media. I'll probably wait till announce to social media until after the anatomy scan. I don't know why, just in case. But yeah, I'm really excited. I have no feeling of what it is. Literally no feeling. I'm really 50-50. I think I'll be more surprised if it's a girl because Matt's whole family is boys. But I think that would be kind of cool. If, you know, I don't have any preference either. That's another question. Do I have a preference? Do I want a girl? Do I want a boy? I've always pictured 2 boys and a girl, but you know, I don't know how many kids we're going to have. I don't know. I'm really fine with either. Like, I really do not have a preference. It's weird. Like, if it's a girl, great. If it's a boy, great. Like, I'm fine with being a boy mom. I'm fine with being a boy and a girl mom. Either one. Totally fine. We have no clue. I don't have any feeling. I thought Grayson was a girl for the longest time, and then when we went in for the ultrasound, I was like, it's a boy for sure. It's a boy. So I'm not even gonna try to guess because I was really off. So I don't know. I don't know. I have no clue. Okay, so yeah, a lot of people had questions about like trying to conceive, like did I use ovulation sticks? So like I said, we got pregnant the first try. Like, it's the only reason why I'm telling you guys this. So I do not have any clue on trying to conceive. With Grayson, it happened pretty quickly too. We're kind of like, let's just see what happens. We got pregnant within a few months with Grayson. It took a little bit longer. We just, like I said, we weren't trying. I'm pretty sure I knew that I was fertile though. I knew that I was fertile around my birthday. I have the app Clue, and I'm pretty in tune with my body. I know like my vaginal discharge, like I know the consistencies. So we pretty much just did it all throughout my fertile window. I was just like, let's do it. We're doing it. We're doing it. You know, I was like, let's go, let's go. So that was pretty much it. I think that we just did it pretty often during our fertile window, and that was that. So I have not tried ovulation strips. I know people that have had great success with that. They actually are really confusing to me. Again, I've never done it. So, someone asked about like a whole video on trying to conceive. So I can't do that. I'm not gonna do that. I really have no clue. I think like Busy Bee Karis has a video on trying to conceive though, her experience. I've not watched it yet, but she's so cute. I love following her, and she's newly pregnant too. So if you guys want to watch her video, then you can go over there. I think she probably has better advice. So a lot of questions, how far along am I? I'm just about into the 2nd trimester. I'll be 12 weeks on Monday the 26th. So do we have names? This is another big question. So we only have one girl name. Like, I have a girl name that I am in love with. I am obsessed with it. It is perfect. It flows perfectly with Grayson and blank. I love the name. I love the nickname. It's unique, but not too weird. You know, not like Elon Musk's name or child's name, but it's perfect. It's perfect. And I'm not going to share it yet because if we don't have a girl, I need to save it for a girl. We have no boy names. I literally, even before we started trying to get pregnant, we had been talking about names because obviously we were going to have another baby. boy names are so hard. And it's funny because the last time we only had one name and it was a boy, and it was Grayson. That was the only one we agreed on. So now we only have one girl name. And we have a list of boy names, but nothing is like, nothing I love. There's nothing I love. So if you guys have boy name recommendations, please let me know. We have a list, but again, it's kind of like meh. Like it is just, there's nothing that I love. There's nothing that goes with August. There's nothing I feel like that flows with Grayson. And like, I like a lot of names that end in S, but then it sounds terrible with August. Like, you know what I mean? Like Brooks or like whatever. Like we're not going to use Brooks. We won't. But I do like that name for a boy. So yeah, there's a lot of names that like, we have no clue for boys. No clue. And we have one girl name. And I'm pretty sure I have the middle name for that too, but Matt's kind of like Elsie. He's like, he still wants Ragnar. Okay, that's still a thing. Unfortunately, that's a thing. And I am not about it. I am not going to name my son Ragnar. It's not going to happen. Nope, I don't even think I will give him a middle name Ragnar. I cannot see that happening. So, how is it with COVID? So far, I've only been to two appointments. So first, when I first got pregnant, I said, I'm pregnant. I have 2 positive pregnancy tests. She's like, you're definitely pregnant. I was like, I want to get a blood test just to confirm. I did this last time too. I don't know, for peace of mind, I'm like, just give me the blood test. So I went into the lab, got blood work, and it was positive, obviously. And so they first did a telephone appointment when I was like 5 or 6 weeks. And they had me answer all these questions and blah, blah, blah. And then they talked to me basically like, oh, they sent me a whole thing like, here's medications to avoid, here's this, here's that, like, congrats, you're pregnant, blah, blah. And like, I basically just had like a 20-minute phone appointment, and she just kind of went over all these questions and like just small things. And I think it was like the assistant. So that was that. I didn't have my first ultrasound until week 8. Went in, did a pee test, and then it was fine. No one can come with you. I could not bring Grayson. I could not bring Matt. I was like, I can't even bring my child. So no, can't bring a child. So went in, first ultrasound, great. Had to wear masks, obviously. And they like take your temperature maybe when you get into the hospital. And then that was that. And then she was like, cool, I'll see you at 11 or 12 weeks. So then I went in at 11 or 12 weeks, which was just like, oh yeah, it was 11 weeks. It was a couple of days ago. And I did another ultrasound, got pictures, and then I got blood work. So I did the whole genetic testing. So they took so much blood, and I literally almost passed out 7 times. Like I hadn't eaten, and I didn't think I was going to be there that long. They were running behind, and then they took so much blood, and Matt had to come pick me up. I felt so sick the rest of the day. I was messed up, and I just kept almost passing out. Like it was really scary and not cool. But, so that happened. And so then, yeah, and then I got like just a CBC, blah, 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 the genetic testing, all that stuff. So that was it. Those were my only appointments. Then I scheduled a 16-week appointment, and then I scheduled my 20-week anatomy scan. So I have all those scheduled. I'm pretty sure it's every 4 weeks right now. So 8, 12, 16, 20. So yeah, it's been fine though. Just like I said, we just wear masks, but no one can come with you. So that's fine. I just feel like and last time Matt came to every single appointment with me. He was so sweet. Not sweet, whatever. He was just very invested. And he was like, I want to come. I'm like, it's just a checkup. Like, it's fine. So this time, obviously, he's not allowed. So that's that. Oh, so when am I due? My due date is May 10th. Baby's gonna be a Taurus. Someone was like, it could be a Gemini, and I was like, I don't think I'd go like well over 2 weeks afterwards. But it's actually interesting because my grandma's birthday was May 2nd. She just recently died, and I feel like this was like her, like I feel like this was her, because she knew how bad I wanted this baby. And anyway, and then my dad's birthday is May 11th. So, and then I'm pretty sure Mother's Day is May 9th. So I'm used to, May babies. Like I said, my grandma, my dad's like, May 11th, May 11th. He's like super stoked and super excited. He's still in Florida. We haven't seen him in forever, but he's excited. Yeah, so I think that's really interesting that it could be on my grandma's birthday, it could be on my dad's birthday, it could be somewhere in between, who knows. But I'm used to May birthdays, so I'm excited. And I'm also really happy that I'm pregnant with like in the winter. I really enjoyed being pregnant in the fall and the winter last time. Just because I feel like being pregnant in the summer with the heat would be, would be rough. So I don't know. I mean, maybe it would be fun. I think it would be kind of fun to be in the pool and stuff pregnant. But I don't know. I liked it last time. So it's pretty similar. I mean, obviously Grayson was born at the end of February, so a little similar. I like it. How far along were you when you found out? I found out before my missed period. But like I said, I knew I was pregnant. Like, I just knew it. I knew it. And I'm gonna, like I said, I'll do that in the other video. I'll talk about that. Was it a complete surprise for Matthew, or did he have an idea? Well, he bought me a pregnancy test. So I think he was just shocked that it happened right away. And so that's why he was like, "Are you kidding me?" Like in the pregnancy announcement. And then he was like hysterically laughing because I was like, and I just kept saying, I'm like, dude, it could take a long time. Like, we need to start now. So that's why, like, he definitely had an idea. Like, I could have been pregnant. But we were both just shocked. We were just like, oh my God, wow, okay. So that was like the joke. That's why I was like, I'm fertile. I said that to him. I was like, I guess, yeah. Are you looking forward to pregnancy itself? So this is a good question. This is something really interesting. So I almost feel like I want to say I'm more anxious this time. I'm not more anxious, but it's like I know what to expect. So I was really nervous about the morning sickness because I was wrecked with Grayson. I was wrecked. I was so sick with him, and I was like just worried about having a toddler and being extremely sick because the last time I could just lay in bed and like want to die, right? I think I'm kind of like more anxious in terms of like, yeah, like I said, I know what to expect. So it's like, I'm just kind of like wondering like, how is it going to be different? How is my body going to change differently? Am I going to get like, is my pelvis going to hurt? Like I had like pretty bad pelvic pain towards the end. You know, I don't know. It's just like, and I'm definitely showing a lot earlier. Like I definitely have a tiny bump right now. Whereas like I did not show at all until like 20 weeks last time or even later. And this time I'm like, okay, I'm 12 weeks and you can see a little bump. Like there's a bump. And I know that's pretty common, but, yeah, so that's like, I'm just kind of like, I guess just wondering how it's going to be different. I did have a question about like, you know, someone said that they just got pregnant and they're worried about loving the second baby the same as their first. Dude, I'm terrified of this. I'm terrified of this because I'm like, I am so in love with Grayson. Like he is the light of my life. He's the best little boy. I loved him immediately. Like I obviously paid him so much attention during pregnancy. I'm almost like worried that like I'm not gonna be as focused on this baby because I'm busy. You know, you're a mom, and I know a lot of my friends said like, you know, the second baby you're just kind of like forget you're pregnant because you have so much to do. But everyone says that your heart grows. My camera got too hot. I'm definitely terrified of that. I am like, what if Grayson's mad at me? Like, what if he, like, I'm sure that happens. Like, they start lashing out. I'm just like, I don't want Grayson to feel upset. I don't want him, you know what I mean? It's like, I just can't imagine it right now. Like, I can't imagine sharing my time between two tiny humans. I can't imagine loving another human as much as I love Grayson. Like, there's just so many thoughts running through my mind. That's probably like the biggest thing on my mind is like that. How am I going to love another baby like Grayson? How am I going to have enough time for Grayson? Like, I just remember like when Grayson was a newborn, I spent so much time breastfeeding. Like, how am I, you know what I mean? I mean, I know it'll be fine. I know it'll make it work. But I'm kind of scared for the newborn phase again. I'm not going to lie. The newborn phase to me was the absolute hardest with the sleep deprivation, the breastfeeding. I'm really nervous for that. In terms of pregnancy, I'm excited to be pregnant again. You kind of forget that like you can't eat all these things. You can't drink wine. You know, there's definitely some things that are hard about pregnancy. Morning sickness is not the move. You know, I do not love that. I literally, when I was like super sick early on, I was like, I'm never having another kid again. And then I get into the second trimester, I'm like, I love this. I love being pregnant. So like, I know it'll pass and you'll forget about it. But yeah, I'm excited to be pregnant again. I'm excited to have a belly again. I loved that. I loved feeling Grayson kicking. That was so much fun. I'm excited to do One Hera, my pregnancy program. I'm excited to like share my journey. I'm excited to share education and information on fitness and health throughout pregnancy, because that is so important. You know, core health, pelvic floor health, all of the stuff that I know, that I've learned, that I continue to learn with my pre and postnatal, my education, things like that. I'm excited to like be in it and share what I know while I go through it. Does that make sense? I'm excited to be pregnant, like I said. But yeah, I feel like it's just different this time. Like it's like last time I was just excited about everything. I'm like, pubic pain, yes, I'm pregnant, you know, like, but it's kind of like, damn, I don't really feel good. It kind of sucks because I have so much shit to do, you know, and like I'm exhausted. Like pregnancy exhaustion, I forgot about it. It's like when you give birth, like you kind of forget. It's like weird, like postpartum exhaustion is like on another level, but it's like you have this weird, like this weird thing driving you because like you have to take care of this human, whereas like pregnancy exhaustion, like you just want to lay down, and like I can't because Grayson's wild. And then I think like really the last question right now is like, how far apart will they be? They'll be 3 years and like just over 3 years and 2 months apart, pretty much. Similar to my brother and I. My brother and I were 2 years and 9 months apart. So this pregnancy has been easier than last time though, so far. That was another question. So I think this is like pretty much all the questions. A lot of them were very similar. Was it planned? How long did it take? Will you find out the gender? Morning sickness? Blah, 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 blah. The last, one of the good question is, do you feel different without your breast implants this time? No. I was looking back actually at my boobs and they were huge. They were huge. I'm like, how is that in my boobs? My boobs have definitely grown though already. It's really nice. They're definitely more saggy this time just because I didn't get a lift. I don't have implants in there. So, you know, they're saggy and floppy, you know, but that's okay. I'm a mom. I'm a mom and those are my natty boobs. They're definitely bigger though. And I almost feel better. Like I feel more proportionate. I like my little boobies, you know? So I'm excited to see how breastfeeding will go with my natural boobs. That is what, like, I am stoked about that. I think it might be easier because I definitely had trouble with supply. I definitely had trouble with my right boob being weird. My nipple's still weird. My boobs are definitely sore. They just feel like natural boobs. Like there's nothing in there, which is nice. So yeah, I think pretty sure those were all of the questions. Like I said, there was a lot of the same questions. So thank you guys so much for participating. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any other questions, just comment below and I will try to comment back to you. Subscribe if you do want to follow along the journey. I'll still try to do other videos like what I eat in a day, and you guys like that. Whatever, get ready with me, girl chats, things like that. But I will definitely be doing pregnancy journey and maybe pregnancy workouts, things like that. Definitely follow me on Instagram. I'm going to be posting obviously a lot more often on there, both my stories and on the feed. I am actually starting a one hair Instagram, so I'm going to post a lot of like scientific type posts, especially with pregnancy and postpartum, things that like you guys might not know about, you know, metabolic changes during pregnancy, how exercise can benefit both you and baby, like different things like, are you getting enough choline? Why do you need choline? Why is it important? Things like that, things that some people just may not know. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited to provide more valuable educational scientific content for you guys to learn about like why during pregnancy and postpartum. So anyway, I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.